Okay, so I'm giving another variable rate update on where things are at this week. So as we know, because we sent out an extra video, the Bank of Canada changed the overnight rate, or the which influences the prime rate for all the banks in Canada last week by 0.25%. That means, by and large, the variable has went up, or it's not the variable, the prime rate has went up from 2.45 to 2.7. Now, what does this mean? I think we explained in the video. It's about $12 for every $100,000 in mortgage. So if I have a $300,000 mortgage, that means I can expect my payment to go up approximately $36. So, that's important to be aware of. That's how much that looks like. And to give you an idea, because this is a conversation I had with the clients last week, this means that like people are right now when they're calling saying, should I lock in? We're talking about going up by that much. Like, say the average mortgage that we have in our book is $300,000, some more, some a little bit less, believe it or not. So this means that people are going, hey, should I take the $36 a month increase on payment or lock in for another $250 a month? So, like in my mind, it's a no-brainer. Let's hold the line here. No matter what you think, it probably, we can agree today that the variable is still better. It's also worthy to note, you're going to start seeing some letters come from banks letting you know, but when that payment change takes effect. And then secondly, if you have a mortgage with TD or Coast Capital, that mortgage payment is not going to change. So now, if you're nervous about mortgage payments changing, I generally recommend the mortgage where your payment does change with prime rate changes, as that's going to pay it off faster. You could move over to a mortgage for relatively little cost. It probably, with the transfer cost stuff, it's probably even. You could move over to a different mortgage. It's just a little bit of work. You have to requalify where the payment never changes. So if you're worried about that, do reach out. We could do that for you. That's important to know as well. The other thing, and I'm always talking about, so what if variable rates did go crazy? Well, we could always reprioritize you as well. So anyway, that is where things sit as of right now. And, going into this week. Next Bank of Canada meeting is April 13th. So rates cannot change again until April the 13th. That is the next time that the Bank of Canada is meeting, and the next time a policy rate could be changed. As far as will rates change, I hold to my opinion. I do think rates will change one more time. I think it's 50-50 will change a third time, and I'm highly doubtful of anything beyond that. We have to look at the fact that now we have a situation where we have the Russian and Ukraine conflict. Rates typically go down during those situations. We have the cost of the pump going up. Rates typically go down during those situations. So that's really, really important to be aware. The truth is, we're going to have to really look at the fact that we do have to see a very open economy. So there's tons of clients on the phone. We're going to have to see all COVID restrictions gone. We're going to have to see all businesses be able to function at full capacity before they can even think about moving rates up in an aggressive fashion. The other thing to be aware, and I know we're being redundant because the things we already said, is that we have to remember that rates going up coincides with a strong economy. So there's no situation where you have your house values being flat or down and rates going up. That just doesn't happen. Now, we get this comment I talked about last week. What about the 80s? Again, I want to remind you that the prime rate and the overnight rate was not set by monetary policy at that time. Was set by an actual, without going too deep into the weeds, a variable rate bond. So it was not the same. So when I say, oh, well, it won't happen like the 80s, I don't think it will, it means it actually can't. Rates do not work like that anymore. That's like saying, that's like driving a car and saying, you know what, I'm going to need to, assuming that it's like I'm going to need to switch gears and, when I'm driving, because that's what you do with a standard, and realizing that most cars are automatic. Like this is what that example is. So really, really important, hold the line. Do really look at the fact that you do have a lot of equity. You could be taking, interest rates going up on some rates. You could be taking advantage of some opportunities on the investment stage of things. So that's important as well. But yeah, that's your variable rate update for this week. If you have any questions or you want to schedule some time with us, please do. We want to talk to you about your personal mortgage and see how we can help you. And if you are scared or you're kind of worried about holding the line, please let's get on the phone and talk about your individual mortgage and talk about some numbers that'll work. Have a great day.